Kevin Beckstrand, and I'm going to tell you the story of the abduction of my children, Dana, Morgan Beckstrand, and Sophie Maria Beckstrand. I was in the process of a divorce at this time. We separated in October of 2010. We had agreed to the terms of our divorce, separated the property, and agreed to joint custody of the children. We also agreed at that time that my ex-wife Erin would keep the house pending the final decree of divorce, and that she would live there with the children and things when they weren't with me. And then I went straight into the garage to see if her car was there. And sure enough, her car was parked in the garage. And it was not 5 seconds later, I hear a truck pull up out front. And I recognized the sound of her brother's truck. And I knew it was Noah, and he just lived 6 blocks away. So I opened up the garage door, and he comes rushing up the driveway. And he says, "What the F are you doing?" And I said, "Noah, where's Erin and the kids?" And he rushes up against me very aggressively, and he grabs me and he slams me up against her car. And he puts his forearm into my throat. And I said, "Noah, I'm warning you, get your hands off me. You don't want to mess with me right now. Where are my kids?" And he said, "F you, you're going to lose your kids now." The officer comes in and says, "Mr. Beckstrand, you're under arrest for burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault." And I said, "What are you talking about, burglary?" I was like, that's my house. I own that house. How can I burglarize my own home? And I didn't intend to assault anybody. I was assaulted. My children were kidnapped. My only intent was to locate my children. And he said, "Well, you'll have an opportunity to tell that to the judge." And he said, "Kevin, you're 100% innocent. You acted out of necessity as a father in locating your children and restoring your legal custody. You acted out of self-defense when her brother attacked you in your home, and you acted out of defense of a third party in that you didn't know if your children were in danger or not, and you were acting in defense of them." I mean, keep fighting. And I know a lot of fathers do that. They just give up. And that's just not something that I can do. But they failed my children, okay? I don't see myself as a victim in this. My estranged wife certainly isn't a victim in this. She's been playing that very well. It's my children that have been the victims of this. And there's no justice for Dana and Sophie. There's none. They've been deprived of over 8 years of a life with their father.